What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about how to land a position even if you don't have any experience. I used to start from that spot. Everyone starts from that spot, but people are still wondering, okay, that's cool and all, but how do you actually land a position? Because the people in charge, the people who are in front with a competitive advantage, have already probably been an appointment setter. They probably already had sales experience. So you're thinking, okay, how the hell am I going to compete with these sharks? So let me show you. There's a couple cool little tricks. I'm just looking at, there's a lot of moths outside, but there's a couple of tricks and ways you can actually finesse, which sounds bad, but you can finesse your way into a position. So first way I call authority hijacking. And what that basically means is you're using someone else's name as a way to gain authority on yourself, even if you don't know them or even if you've never worked with them. So a prime example would be, let's say you're going to apply for a sales role. What you can do is, let's say you were watching Alex Ramosi, for example. And remember, this is just an example off the top of my head. Probably don't do it, but you get what I mean. So let's say you watch Alex Ramosi, you binge watch his videos, maybe you watch another guy, you watch Bill Walsh, for example. Maybe you're even in his course or mentorship program. What you can do is, when you're on the interview or they're asking questions about you, for example, how much experience do you have? Who do you learn from, etc. You can reference Alex Ramosi's name. While technically you're not, for example, a client with him, you're technically learning from him. So you're not lying. You're just picking the right truth. So let's say you're learning from Alex Ramosi. That's quite a crude example, but let's say you're learning from Bill Walsh. Like I studied Bill Walsh's material day in, day out, stuff like that. So that's the first thing, is authority hacking. Use someone else's use a big name or use someone else's name as a way to put authority on yourself. The second way, and again, it's not the answer that you're gonna like to hear, so let me just go through this quickly, is volume. So where you lack in experience, you can make up for volume. If you're reaching out to 10 to 20 people a day, that's not enough. I'll tell you the truth, especially if you don't have experience. What you need to be doing is reaching out to 5x that amount of people, 10x that even. You wanna reach out to more people than your competitors. You wanna reach out to as many people as possible so that you know for a fact, if all I did was reach out to X amount of people per day, it doesn't matter how good the outreach message was or how good the message was, what time of day I did it, I know for a fact someone is gonna buy it. It's like fishing. You put your hooks out, you cast your nets, you cast your bait, and if you do enough of that, it's only gonna be a matter of time until you land the position or you catch the fish in this case. So where people are, most people don't work hard too, so they probably won't want to be doing 50 to 100 outreaches per day. So that's the second thing. The third thing is opt for applying for an appointment setting role first. So appointment setting roles are typically easier to land because with sales roles, people don't want to hire someone who's going to fumble the bag, and that's usually going to be someone who doesn't have experience, right? They only want to hire on the elites of the elites. So you're better off starting as an appointment setter, working your way, even if it sucks, like a couple months on that, and then you work your way up to a closing position. You can either work up to a closing position through that same company. Let's say you guys decide to upgrade. You talk with the business owner, you say, hey, I think I've been appointment setting for a couple months now. I've been getting you guys good results. We made you X amount of money. Is it cool if I upgrade to a closer position and try my hand on that? And 9 times out of 10, if you've done a good job, they'll say yes. Or what you can do is, if you feel like, well, not if you feel like it, but if you want to, you can just go to a different business owner, a different company, leave the one you're currently on that you're appointment setting for, and then just reference your experience in the past as being an appointment setter, how many meetings you've booked per day, how much revenue or cash collected you've made from this business, X, Y, Z. They're gonna love to hear that. Therefore, it's more likely that you're gonna land the role. And before you know it, you are now a closer and you're making moolah. So I'd say those are the 3 ways of landing in a position with no experience. I realized this video is quite similar to one of my old ones where it talks about how to get clients without experience. I mean, it's kind of the same thing really, it's just lots of volume, authority hijacking, and working your way up. One bonus tip I want to add as well is your existing network and building your personal brand. So in my opinion, I've been building my personal brand for the last 2-3 years now on YouTube, on Instagram, etc. And I can safely say, like, there's pretty much no downside to building a personal brand. So And that's coming from someone who was very nervous before, who didn't want to post content, who was very camera shy, stuff like that. But I've come to realize there's literally no downside to building a personal brand. You know, people respect you more, people treat you better because they know your name. And you don't have to be an Instagram celebrity. That's the thing, I'm not an Instagram celebrity. I only got a couple thousand or 1,000 something followers. And yet I get inbound DMs from people asking me all sorts of questions. So build your personal brand, start today. Don't worry about what you're posting. I guess the main couple things that you need to focus on is optimizing your profile. So having things like appointment setter in your bio, having a nice clean profile picture, having some pictures of yourself, maybe some results or case studies that you've done for past roles would really help, because everyone else is out here trying to be a non and they're too scared to post and build a personal brand. So if you do that, you will set yourself apart pretty well. And one last tip, again, which ties back to the personal branding, is reaching out to your existing network. Obviously, if you have a big personal brand, you'll have a much bigger network, much higher value network compared to someone who's not building a personal brand. And therefore it's going to be easier. You can ask your connections, you can ask friends, you can ask family, hey, are you looking for an appointment setter? Or do you know someone who's a business owner who's looking for an appointment setter or a closer? Would love to see if I can help out. So you'll be surprised how many people reach out to you saying that, giving you the response that you want to hear. You'll be surprised that there's so many people, and this is only going to grow in the next couple of years because this industry is getting extremely popular, that there are people out there looking for appointment setters or looking for closers. Some people don't want to do it themselves. Some people don't want to sell themselves. Some people don't want to be in the DMs all day by themselves. They just want to work on things like content or things that they truly enjoy or move the business forward. So that's why you step in, and it all starts with asking people you know. So it doesn't have to be in person too. It can be online. Join Discord groups, join communities, like get creative with this. Join Facebook groups, Reddit, Instagram outreach again, just your followers even. Do what you like, get creative, and I guarantee, and I know strong word is guarantee, but I guarantee if you just follow those 4, so that was 3, and then the 4th bonus tips, then you will land a position. I didn't have any experience when I began. I was just a coach back then. I did practice appointment setting in sales, but I wasn't very good at it in the beginning. It took me 4 months to book like 1 call a day, which is extremely bad because that is the minimum standard that you should be reaching. So if I can do it, you can too. I believe in you. If you do want to become an appointment setter, high ticket closer, speed up the process with our one-on-one mentorship or group mentorship, link is down below to book in a call, see if you're a good fit. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend, and I will see you in the next one.